All right, y'all. Welcome to the 14th bi-weekly annual what the fuck cringe stream. Number 14. Sorry, just getting some stuff set up. Ugh. I'm feeling a little queasy today for some reason. But whatever. Yep, this is cringe stream number 14. And the last time I tried to do this, my internet was crapping out and I couldn't talk about everything that was on the docket. So I kind of got some runoff from not last week, the last stream, and some new shit that I've gathered from from Twitter and from other people who basically complain about the same shit I do. Show. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. Oh, I closed this fucking window. I don't think that should have affected anything, though. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, so, okay, it's still going. So I fucking closed this window like an idiot, and then it completely started the fucking stream over. Well, whatever. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of fucking bullshit to talk about. Like, I'm always late to the game with certain shit. Some of the shit, well, maybe like one thing. Maybe one thing that wasn't already talked about by someone else. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about genderless alien monsters. It's not gonna be the first one. The first one we're talking about is the parents who made a porno to teach their children about sex, and now actually it's like they made a porno to stick it to the porn industry. Like, yes, yes, you smut peddlers, we're gonna teach our children about porno and the dangers of porno by making a porno. It's really dumb. Oh, Fancy Foul, 199 super chat. Guess who's back? Got finished with finals yet? Congratulations! I'm happy for you, Fancy Foul. But anyway, it makes no sense. I haven't gotten deep into how gross, because it already sounds gross. You're making fucking porn for your kids. It's gross in itself, but it's also really confusing. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about a myriad of shit. So let's get started. It's gonna be a while because I got so much fucking shit in this Night of Cringe folder that I want to talk about. So yeah, let's start it. Let's begin.
Shocking statistics have revealed that rising numbers of youngsters are learning about sex for the first time through easily accessible hardcore pornography.
And after deciding to take a stand against the adult film industry, 5 mums came up with a plan to educate their children about sex, all by making their own porn film.
And to have
You know what? If only children had these older, mature, live-in caretakers that could sit them down in a normal setting in a house in private to tell them about sex and the life lessons that come along with that. If only there's someone, like, some people who lived with children responsible enough to do that, but I guess there fucking aren't any. They have to make a porno and humiliate their children publicly. They have to do it. It has to be done. How else will they learn?
those mums, Sarah Louise Pritchard and Jane Chalaya, join us now, and welcome to both of you. So let's start with you, Sarah Louise. You're a beautician from Bolton. You've got 6 children between the ages of 14 and 20.
Yeah, she looks like she's asked to speak to the manager many times. She looks like the type of mom who would monetize her kid's autism. She looks like She has period princess parties for her daughter. She looks like every fucking reprehensible cringe thing that a suburban, all that suburban mom fuckery is rolled up into this one fucking person. Oh god.
You felt compelled to do this. Why?
I think for me it's when I actually had the conversation with my kids about porn. My son's 14. I asked him, did he watch porn? And his answer was,
oh, I just want to laugh at her Australian accent right quick. Porn. It's kind of how, it reminds me of this fucking line from The Simpsons yet again. The Simpsons references never stop on this stream. But that guy was like, "Oh no, the corn! Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broken." And then she just says it. She says porn like that dude would say corn, and it. Oh god, it's cracking me up. I had the discussion with my kids about porn. All right, let's continue.
yeah, everybody watches it, you know. And he was so blasé. But it was when I actually spoke to my 17-year-old and I said, have you watched porn? And she said, yes. I said, how did it make you feel? And she said, it made me feel insecure, inadequate. And I was like, why? And she said, because my boyfriend is watching that with me. He's going to be looking at the performer and comparing her to me. And
motherfucker. Yeah, I'm sure her teenage daughter sat down with her, like, already has, like, the complex of a insecure middle-aged woman suspiciously around your age. Suspiciously her daughter would have the same emotions a woman her age would have about porn. It just seems a little unusual. I don't believe any fucking teenagers like, me and my boyfriend watch it together. They don't. I can guarantee they don't. Not at that age. Like, watching with their boyfriends at that age? Nah. Young boys will be too hard-pressed to keep that shit away from their girlfriends. They would do that shit separate from them. At that age, at least. They'd be too, I wouldn't say ashamed, but I think a part of it would be shame. But they, like, at that age, they're trying to stunt on girls. Like, hey, I don't watch this shit. They watch this shit when they don't have a girlfriend. I don't buy the fact that that they're watching it together. I feel insecure. I feel really insecure. I feel like I'm being replaced by this porn actress. Oh, Fancy Fowl, another $1.99 super chat. I also love to watch my parents porn to learn. Oh, that's a good one. Thing. Oh, hold on.
And she went on to tell me that she wanted to have surgery on her breasts and down there below there as well, you know.
Stop. How does your fucking daughter know about vaginal rejuvenation procedures? How does she know about pussy tightening procedures? How does she know about that? That's so full of shit. You're projecting your bullshit onto your kid. You know, your dad, well, this is all you. This is not your kid. These are your neurotic fucking thoughts about your marriage, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. It's your Megan McCain looking ass.
So what is the situation within your family? Because this is very different, isn't it? Because you've got your 19-year-old daughter.
Yes.
What are your views? What are your opinions on porn?
I'm actually very anti-porn, and
Porn?
There's two reasons basically. So I decided to do this because I thought it was a great opportunity to kind of highlight the negative effects of porn on children to whom the concept of choice doesn't apply. But as a female, as an adult, I do worry about the impact that it has on kind of the treatment of women, basically.
So you you were given the opportunity by Channel 4
Yes.
to cast and produce and direct and edit your own porn film. It's over 3 programmes. No bit have we been able to show as a trailer for this.
No.
So that's the sort of thing that we're doing here.
Yeah, so I don't like the way women are portrayed in porn. I'm anti-porn, but we're gonna make a porn because porn, blah, 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 blah. Because we're 2 leather shoes who need to regain our sexiness, and we need to feel like women again. That's the only reason why we're fucking doing this. It has nothing to do with kids, because any rational fucking mother would be like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Bri-Fi, $2 super chat. The hub got me through high school. That's all of us right there. We can all relate to that.
Yeah. What, by making your own porn film, what difference is it going to make?
even one of the hosts is like, look, yeah, what difference is it gonna make? Like, even he's confused. Even he is like, all right, look, explain this shit to me without sounding retarded, or I'm done. I'm walking off this show. Oh.
To be honest, I think we need to come away from the film. What we want to do is start conversation. So if parents watch our documentary...
Oh yeah, I'm sure your wrinkly vulva will start plenty of conversation. I'm sure. You know, your C-section scars, like, it'll start a lot of conversation, yeah.
Tonight, and actually have a conversation with their children, teenagers especially, then we've done something. You know, I keep hearing it.
How can you fucking do that? Like, why can't you do that without... Why can't you do that without getting cream pied on camera? Why? It doesn't make any fucking sense!
I've been driving up to London to make the porn film, and I keep hearing on the...
Oh, okay, so she's not Australian, she is British. My bad. Because I don't know, the way she said porn, it just sounded vaguely Australian.
the tube.
Porn.
See it, say it, sort it. We've seen it. We're going to say it to our children, and now we're hopefully going to try and sort something. We want conversation. That's what we want.
Wait a minute,
the tube. See it, say it, sort it. We've seen it. We're going to say it to... I keep hearing it. I've been driving up to London to make the porn film, and I keep hearing on the tube, see it, say it, sort it. We've seen it. We're going to say it to our children, and now we're hopefully going to try and sort something. We want conversation. That's what we want.
But so you're not saying that pornography is bad?
Do you know, I actually didn't watch porn before I did this documentary.
Okay, all right. So, we're not saying porn is bad, but it did make my daughter deeply insecure to the point where she wanted fucking procedures done. And that she, like, felt so insecure. So fucking insecure. That, oh, my boyfriend, he's gonna compare, like, the actress to me. But I've never seen porn. Like, all these anti-porn motherfuckers say the same goddamn shit. I've never seen porn. I've never seen it before this. And the only time I see it is to point out how bad it is. Oh, Shellsby by the shore, I believe. $2 super chat. No kid wants to watch amateur porn with their parents. Yet naturally, that doesn't even need to be said.
And when I started doing the research, I found it quite disturbing. But actually now, there is good porn out there. It's really... When I did the research, me and my husband actually got young again. You know, we had a little bit of research together. And
Look at these fucking interviewers. Look at the hosts. They're like, mate, are you all right? Are you mental? Are you dizzy, blood? Oh, God damn it. Me and my husband. Yeah, because this is what it's all about. It's about you and your husband. It has nothing to fucking do with your daughter. Get the fuck out of here.
it was nice and it was healthy, and we, you know, so no, it isn't just...
On the other side of the coin,
Yes.
made you sick and you left.
No, it was actually me that was sick.
So it made you sick, but you left.
I didn't throw up, but inside I felt sick. I felt sick many times.
Why?
And I couldn't...
Why did you?
I felt sick many times. Like after the third orgasm, self-inflicted orgasm, when I was holding her husband by the throat and giving him autoerotic asphyxiation. Yes, I felt so sick after that. Oh God, anti-porn people are a trip. They're a fucking trip.
It was, as a mum, we're standard bearers, right? We bear moral responsibility for what our children watch. And even though we were watching what was termed as adult entertainment, It's so easily available and accessible by
Because you went along to
children.
watch an actual porn film being
we
made.
did, yes. And it was soon after that that I decided I couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, they went to go see an actual porn video being made. It was so disgusting. What? Like, it's just two people fucking, and that's about it. That means like at most, like, did they go see like a bondage scene being made, or was it just like a regular guy like fucking porking a chick? Because if they saw some bondage shit, like, yeah, you went too far too quickly, dumbass. Of course you got disgusted by that. That's not for everybody. I want to know what the hell they saw. Oh, Joybox says, this is Britain. Wouldn't the kids need a license to watch porn anyways? I heard you need a license to watch porn. Oh, damn, I'm not too well versed on those new draconian British laws, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Oh, autism is unstoppable. Soccer moms want to make the world child friendly, and it never will be. Like, yeah, basically. Ugh. Teach our kids about porn. But what the fuck was I saying about this bitch? Oh, right. If they were just watching two people fucking and like them making a video out of that, what the hell is so disgusting about that? It's like you're just seeing a guy put his dick into something else. Like, have you never fucked ever? Goddamn. Like, yeah, seeing it may be a little like, oh, I don't want to see that because, you know, this person, their ass is showing, and I don't want to see other people nude because it's kind of gonna. I understand that, but it's like, it's still just fucking. Like, you've done it. You have children. Oh, Q Brother Soulstar, $5 super chat. Did you hear about the moms seeking to make parent-approved porn? Oh, God. No, I haven't heard about. This is the only story relating to that I've heard of. All right, let's do this.
Because we have to think about the consequences of what we do. And I thought, if I go on and put my name as a porn producer, in some ways I'm actually endorsing the industry, much as I was...
Yeah, that's why no one understands why you're fucking doing this. You idiots. Like, you are taking advantage of how porn filmmakers do their thing. You're taking advantage of that. You're making your own porno and shit. You're horning in on their fucking territory, and then you got the nerve to be like, oh, it's disgusting. It makes girls feel uncomfortable with their bodies. You know, that's just porn. Yeah, we gotta get rid of porn.
really happy with the film that was made, and I took my daughter along to watch it.
Why, bitch? It's so fucking... Porn is harmful. Porn is disgusting. And I took my daughter to watch it. Why, ho? Why? This is what I'm... Yeah, I'm sorry, but it wouldn't surprise me if these fucking people had, like, underground sex clubs. Or they're, like, they are slowly getting into some underground freaky shit. And they don't even know it. It's like... They met some guy named Sebastian who wears his red silk shirts with his fucking taco meat chest all open out. Like, yeah, you know, you want to make empowering porn? Just follow me. And then they're this close to having their kids sex trafficked. Like, these fucking idiots.
I didn't want to kind of endorse a whole genre. Do you know what I mean?
So how is your porno different from other pornos, I guess?
Yeah, they still haven't fucking answered that. Like, dude asked that the first fucking time. And they didn't even answer it.
Why is it better?
We wanted consent. We wanted conversation in our porn film.
Like, you know, like, when they act out scenarios, like there's plenty of porn that has, like, rapey fucking, like, it's very rough and aggressive and shit. There's rape play and all that shit, but it's just like, that's what it is. It's play. It's acting. It's non-consensual consensual porn. That's what they call it. Like, non-con consensual porn. That's what that is. Why the fuck would you, like, it's acting. They're not actually fucking doing it. They're not actually raping women over there. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How dense do you have to be? But this is, like I said, they watch it, they get off to it, and they feel shitty about it. So now they're like projecting those shitty feelings onto their kids, and that's because that's how anti-porn people are. It's like I forgot. It's something I could compare it to, and I forgot. but you do some. Oh wait. It's like someone who's prominently anti-gay, but they're secretly gay and they feel shame for it. So, but instead of like embracing it and feeling good about themselves, and because they're open and gay and out in the open being gay, they want to make other gay people feel bad for being gay. It's like that. You can't just fucking sit back and enjoy your fucking life guilt-free. You gotta guilt everybody else. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, you Martha Stewart bitch.
Body type, that was a major issue for me. I wanted to show different sizes. So we have...
All of those sizes are available.
He know! Wait a minute. All those sizes are available. How you know, nigga? He knows the dealio.
To show different sizes. So we have...
All of those sizes are available on the internet.
Very, yes, but tend to be more...
He's well aware. Be aware, bitch.
Tish, you know, we just wanted a beautiful...
Hang on.
That was a major issue for me. I wanted to show different sizes. So we have...
All of those sizes are available on the internet.
Very...
He's the goat. He's the goat.
Yes, but tend to be more fetish. You know, we just wanted a beautiful...
The fuck? Yeah. Like, dudes who like big chicks, like, yeah, it's porn. Like, by nature, it's fetishy. Because you're going there to fucking jack off and leave. We want to start a conversation. We want it to be beautiful. People don't go there for that, bitch. If you want to see, like, beautiful fat people, you go to what? Fucking Maplethorpe exhibit or some shit. Like, I don't know. You go to some modern art museum and see some fat bitch slather mayonnaise on herself to symbolize the chains of fucking thin privilege or some horseshit. You don't go to porn to see that. You go to porn and bust a nut and leave. That's what porn is basically a fetish. It's fetishy in itself. The fuck? We want to show different body types. Bitch, I've seen porn with chicks 3 times your size. Get the fuck out of here. Like, he's ready to leap on her. Like, he has all the knowledge. Like, I'm gonna school you, bitch. Look, I am into the BBW scene, and I have to tell you that you are nowhere as stacked as those lovelies. Cute brother, Soulstar, $2 super chat. The family values religious right position. Yeah, pretty much. Ugh. Oh, sometime alone, we want to teach a university-level feminism course in a porn film. Ugh.
Beautiful, shapely woman, you know, rather than going to the extreme. We had laughter.
The extreme was what? Like, there's tame porn, there's tame BBW porn, there's, oh shit, there's, I don't know, what else? Like, there's more fetishy BBW porn. Like, there's all kinds. Just because you look up, you go to the homepage, where the new Bond, the homepage of Pornhub, where, like, in the very first results of the most popular videos is what? Some chick being railed while a steel dildo is up her ass and she's hanging from the goddamn shit. Just because that is what you saw and just turned off, does not mean that's all there is.
We had connection. We had, you know, it was connection, soul behind the eyes. You know, the setting was more luxurious. It was, you know, really, we wanted to get lots of messages across, and I think we did that.
But so what happens with that 15-minute film that you've made?
Well, we're hoping that...
Oh, God. I'm so scared of their answer. I'm so scared. Y'all pray for me. I'm scared about, like, are you going to show it to him? Like, what the fuck did you make? Like, I know what they made it for. Let's be real. I know what they made it for. But I want to know what kind of bullshit they're gonna. I want to know what kind of bullshit they're gonna come up with on this show right now.
We met a fabulous lady called Erica Lust. She is an amazing female director.
Erica Lust.
A great name, I know, great name. And
This guy is a trip. Wait a minute.
name, I know, great name.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. This guy, he cracks me the fuck up.
And we're hoping that she's going to distribute it on her webpage.
But will it be alongside other pornography that maybe, because that's what people have, when we've spoken about pornography on here, because it's so accessible on any of these devices, you click on one thing, before you know it, 10 other things have popped up, bad choice of word, and then it sort of takes you down a road and it starts to get more hardcore, more uncensored, and before you know it, you've got somebody that's addicted to pornography. Do you not worry that by putting that on a
that's not how addictions work, but okay.
website,
Totally.
it's a gateway?
Yeah, we questioned ourselves. We just kind of sat back one day and said, are we making...
That's not even fucking how addiction works. You already have to have an addictive mind to be addicted to porn. Because, like, if you drop a porn, like, people who are addicted, like, if they drop one addiction, they're just going to pick up another one. If they don't, they have to break the habit of addiction, period. So, like, if you have an addictive mind, of course you're going to get addicted to porn. Like, it's like, as if something like that, but see, that's a window into their psychosis. Like, they don't think there could be any moderation. Like, see, I watch porn, like, maybe a couple of times a week. No. There's, like, no moderation to these people. Like, either you completely denounce that shit, or you're addicted to it. That's it. Oh, wait. Fearless Astrid Hofferson says, Jay Longbone, did you see the ridiculous Forbes article how Freddie Freeman's disability was erased? Nah, I didn't. You know, whatever movie, I'm trying not to go too nuts with the social justice warrior bullshit, because, like, you saw I think y'all saw my review of Shazam. I like the movie. I'm trying not to get too pissed off about other people's opinions on that movie. So I'm just trying to stay away from this shit. Brian Nelson, Bri-Fi, watch BBC 3 vid of challenging stereotypes in porn from a month ago. Challenging stereotypes. I think I've heard of that one. Yeah, I'll search for that after we finish up this one. But that means I'm gonna have to skip that Anastasia Cortez bitch's video, because I don't really care about her anyway.
Another porn film to add to the other vile content that's out there. But what we wanted to do was actually make a documentary that parents actually came back to the kids, sat down and had conversation. And if we've had a few parents that have actually...
That has nothing... Like, you want someone to jerk off to. Like, this is about you and your fucking middle-aged suburbanite ego. Like, you're sagging everywhere. You're sagging every which way but loose. Or every which way but tight. And you're trying to capture your youth again by fucking in front of a camera. Just be fucking honest. Because what? Are you going to sit down and have the kids watch it? How the fuck are you supposed to teach your kids about porn unless you show it to them? And because I know you're not going to do that. I have no clue. The logic around this is just so stupid.
Because these kids are actually using that as their sex education.
But isn't that rather than make a porn film to add to the great morass of porn films that are already out there, isn't it better to encourage the conversation with the kids in the first place?
Exactly! The fuck is wrong with... I like this guy. Wait, rewind that.
Already out there. Isn't it better to encourage the conversation with the kids in the first place?
I like the way they were just like... Like, how you come out with your mouth with some bullshit. That's how bullshit arises. It just... it looks like you're inflating. You're about to explode.
I think possibly by me leaving, that also encourages conversations, because I've come...
What the fuck are you talking about? How does this even work? By me... just... Let's be real. The blonde chick is the head honcho in this decision. She is the ringleader and she brought her reluctant brown friend into this shit. It's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's make a porn. Let's make a porno for the children. It's not because I have crow's feet and my vagina is basically a roast beef sandwich with a 13-centimeter dilation with a. It's because we're doing it for the children. We're just doing it for them, okay? They need to learn that porn is bad. They need to learn that porn is bad. I already fucking lost it. That porn. That porn. Okay, there we go. They need to learn that porn is bad by watching more porn. Especially porn with their parents, to traumatize them a little more.
I've come across so many mums who have said to me, I can't even bring myself to talk to my children about it. And this is the problem that I had. I could not talk to my daughter. She's now 19.
Okay, so you can watch porn. You can watch porn of your friend getting plowed. You can watch people go and make porn. You can watch that process. You can go and search porn images to get a feeling of love, but you can't sit down with your fucking kids and talk to them about sex. Like I said, y'all just this is why people have such a bad image of suburbia and those people, because like just fucking you got rocks in your head. There's a bunch of self-centered jackasses with rocks in their head.
And it wasn't until I started actually being filmed for this that I began the conversation with
really
my
good.
daughter. Yeah.
And what did your daughter say?
Yeah, the white-haired guy, he doesn't.
Was she relieved that you could finally talk about it, I guess?
She was really relieved. And I think that's, if that's what this documentary does, it kind of breaks taboos in the home. Because a lot of it starts in the home.
Yeah. See, we really recovered from our bullshit explanation. And we came to a common ground. We came to a nice bullshit common ground where you can buy it, but just enough to not question us anymore. But me, I'm like, that excuse is horseshit. Because we want to break we want to break stigmas. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I just couldn't talk to my kids about sex and porn until I engaged in raunchy fucking sex with my best friend and her husband and watched a porn film being made, looking at porn. I couldn't do it until that. And I had never had sex or done anything involving sex, like nothing sexual before this. That could have prepared me to sit down with my fucking kids and talk about this. Cause just what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
And another thing is, okay, this film was made for adult people, but much of the other porn that you get is so easily accessible. And you remember that children want to be adults long before their time.
No, it's a good point.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the points that it brings up. It's Mums Make Porn, which is a fairly salacious title anyway, but well done, Channel 4. It's tonight at 10 on Channel 4, and thank you very much.
I gotta fucking find that. I really would need to find that video and watch it live on YouTube. Excuse me. Hopefully it won't be any, like, copyright issues, but I really want to find it and watch it. Oh, actually, I'm no, it's already in my watch later tab. So I'm gonna get back to that. Oh, wait, what's that video? Challenging stereotypes in porn. I'm gonna find that so I can watch it. I'm gonna find that Bri Flag, because that sounds, it sounds bad. Breaking down stereotypes in porn. Ooh, I can't wait for that. My hands are covered in lotion. It's a little hard to type. Come on, baby. Oh, here we go. Oh God, this is gonna be so bad. I love it.
I got used to the idea that...
I mean, if you haven't gotten the fucking clue yet, porn is scripted. It's about fetishes and... It's like literally about fetishes and like some of the like the dirtiest fucking shit that you could ever want in video form.
I got used to
Act it out so you don't fucking have to do it. And that's it. That's fucking it. But people just don't find that explanation sufficient for some reason. Okay. All right, so next on the docket is challenging a Bri-Fi suggestion, because I really want to get to this now. Challenging racial stereotypes in porn. Guidance, adult themes. Well, naturally. All right, let's get to another video about porn.
the idea that my skin colour and my heritage was a drop-down menu in porn. It was a category, it was a kink that people were either into or they were not into.
Yeah, idiot. They have to categorize things. Sometimes you don't want to, maybe sometimes you want to switch it up. Like, you don't want to see all white people. Maybe you want to see black guy, white girl, white dude, black guy, or vice, whatever, you know? They're there's different categories. These are the same motherfuckers who will whine about representation. Like, how come I don't see more of me on screen? And then when it comes to porn, like, why am I seeing too much of me on screen? Like, make up your fucking mind.
So Ryan, is it predominantly white porn that you watch?
It's rare that I watch the black girls, because I don't really...
Why is that?
I don't think I'm into black girls. I just got a bad experience.
She's a bit rough looking. Her head looks like... I'm trying to think. Her head looks like a fucking cookie jar. Oh, her edges are gone on that side. Oh. I don't know. She just looks so unusual. Sorry.
With a black girl that I tried to date a few years back.
You had a bad experience with mixed race girl, and now you feel that you couldn't have any sexual relations with any girl that's black.
Yeah, I just don't fancy mixed race or black girls.
Based on one experience with...
Okay, so now they're getting all right. My race is a drop-down menu in porn. That's so disgusting. But then this white guy says, well, I don't really get into the black chicks in porn. Not for me. But then it's like, and now all of a sudden this world, it's a fucking problem. Like, make up your fucking minds. Like, pick one thing at a time to be outraged about, you know? Shit!
With a black girl.
Pretty much, yeah.
Crazy.
That's really close-minded, but okay.
Yeah.
I thought, like, what are we complaining about here? Like I said, take your time with what you were bitching unreasonably about.
I'm not saying that I dislike black girls. I'm saying that I just don't find black girls attractive. And try dating a black girl, try being open-minded.
Try in a candy shop, Ryan.
I've had people say that to me. When guys say things like that, I'm sexually objectifying you according to your race only.
That's not what the fuck he means. Like, can you say you're attracted to every fucking white guy you see? No. Like, I know plenty of black chicks who are not attracted to white guys. I think Chris Rock even said it. Like, a lot of black chicks aren't attracted to white dudes. Like, they'll fuck a pretty white dude, but not like just a regular white dude. Like, it's a fucking preference. Get over it. He's not gonna burn a cross on their pussies. Like, stop it.
And I think that that's something that's actually cemented in porn. You are casting off an entire race of women purely down to their skin colour, as opposed to what they are inside.
It's a preference. Don't stop acting like you don't have fucking preferences with certain people.
I think
over little shit
said was really controversial without him knowing what he was saying. For someone to say that they are not attracted to or interested in dating any woman with the skin colour of black or brown, it's very...
Yeah, sometime alone. You have to be attracted to everybody. You have to fuck everybody, or you're just a bigot. You're just a fucking a close-minded bigot if you don't get hard or wet for everybody. Except if you're like right-wing Trump supporter or something like that, then it's okay. You can tell them to fuck off.
Offensive.
I just feel like we're all on this adventure, we've all got different opinions, and then I have people saying how I'm kind of close-minded. I don't care what they think, obviously. I like what I like, and I'm not changing because they have got different opinions.
It's very offensive for someone to say...
It's very offensive for someone to choose not to fuck someone that has nothing to do with me. Like, what the fuck? Like, this has nothing to do with you. His choice not suitor, but his choice in girlfriend or like fuck buddy, whatever, has nothing to do with you. So what the fuck you getting angry about? Like, God forbid anyone not partake in the Cocoa Brown, the sweet goddess melanin. Like, God forbid there's someone who just like isn't into that.
That they are not interested in dating any woman of black or brown skin colour. I think that is an insane generalisation. And even...
How's it a generalization? He just says, I'm not attracted to that. I'm not attracted to black chicks. I'm sure that he would probably make an exception one of these days when it comes to... See, we're talking about love. See, dating could be like just fucking and going out to eat every now and then. People mistake dating for actual fucking romantic love. And I think that's the fucking problem. That's why everyone's so fucking warped nowadays. He came on my face. He loves me. They think sex and love is synonymous with each other, and it's not. It's just It's not. He didn't say he wouldn't love a black girl. He just said he wouldn't date or fuck one. That's what he meant. That's what he said, which I don't have a fucking problem with. Now, if he said he wouldn't love a black girl or marry one, then that's being kind of like, oh, what the fuck? Because you can't really tell that. Like, because that's more about marriage, and love is more about falling in love with like personality and shit like that, and who your, I mean, it sounds corny, but who your soul connects with or whatever. And he's talking about dating and fucking. That's what he's talking about.
Even though I felt quite offended by it, it actually made me really want to...
Oh yeah, Great Hound II brought up a good point. What if he says he loves black women? That they would crucify him. Yeah, they would accuse him of being fetish. Now you're fetishizing. You're fetishizing my skin color. My skin color.
Down and kind of deconstruct that idea that he has in his head.
So when you said, I'm not attracted to black or brown girls yesterday, can you see at all why that would be offensive to a black or brown girl?
No, not really, no, because I felt like I was being honest. I just don't fancy black girls. I don't fancy mixed race girls.
Yeah, I think, so from my perspective, guys have said that to me before. I'm not into brown girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I love how like people like her will base their fucking their moral stances off of trauma from past shit they've been through. Like, I hate men because my father slapped me once because I kicked him in the balls for the patriarchy. Now I hate all men. It's like, yeah, it's just like, no, bitch. Like, that's not a sufficient excuse to hate all men. It really isn't. You had bad experience with one man. It's not indicative of every man. So, like, some white guy said, yeah, I'm not really into the Cocoa Brown. Not into that. Oh, WizDivision Productions, $5 super chat me. So, what are you planning to be offended about today? Easily offended person. Yes. Well, anyway. It's like she can't handle someone, like a possible, she probably isn't even attracted to this motherfucker. Doesn't want him, like, not even a possible suitor for her. And she's still offended that by even the possibility that he wouldn't fuck her. It's fucking insane. It's such narcissism. It's hilarious.
And for me, because I am an individual with my own character and personality, it's really hard when someone writes you off just because of your skin colour.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
I get that, but
I think you need to look away from the fact that I'm not using racial stereotypes. I just know what I'm into.
I get that. And do you think that porn has influenced your view of certain race girls?
Maybe porn has kind of gave me that effect about black girls, just the way that they are on porn. Big bums and things like that.
So this is one of my issues with it, is that in your head you have lots of conscious and subconscious prejudices against black and brown girls, and you're using stereotypes that aren't true to generalize.
That we predominantly have big asses. I'm sorry, but that is kind of true. It's like it's one of those kind of true things, like black dudes having big penis. It's kind of true. It's not, of course, it's not on the whole. Like, not every fucking black dude has a huge penis, but it's kind of true. It's partially true. But yeah, that's just, and I can't believe he would fucking admit that. Oh, yeah, porn has affected my view. Like, bullshit. I think he's just saying shit. Like, some dudes will just say shit to shut certain people up. It's like, yeah, I think porn is affected my way of thinking. You know, whatever. That they all have big rumps and shit.
I just think it's important that in the future, maybe when you're looking at girls in racialized terms, so looking at them as, oh,
but like,
those are
like
black.
I said, the subject is still fucking, dating, shit like that. He didn't say anything about love. He said, I wouldn't fuck or date a black girl. And then he ties porn into that because all he's talking about is fucking and dating. Because, of course, you're going to tie something sexual into that. Because, like, yeah, nobody's talking about love and shit. It's not the same thing. But, of course, she's not, like, you can't have, like, an honest conversation with somebody like her. You can't really, say, oh, he's not talking, look, you dumbass. He's not talking about relationships, like, deep, meaningful, like, love and shit. He's talking about sex and dating. Like a little bit of fun, you know what I mean? Like, that's what he's talking about.
Black girls and these girls is to try and challenge yourself and think if you're applying a lot of stereotypes to them. Ryan hasn't had any proper conversations with any women of colour. I think porn definitely influences how he sees women of different races. Porn presents a very stereotypical and one-dimensional view. Maybe spending more time with me will open his mind up a little bit.
That's not gonna make him want to fuck you, though. You can't control what gets you hard. I'm sorry. It's no. Like, she's such a fucking narcissist. Like, I'll have this white boy riding me by the end of the day. I swear. It's like she can't fucking take someone, like, the possibility of someone not wanting to fuck her, and that's what this basically is about. Because she brings her past relationship bullshit into it. Like, bitch, that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. Talking about him. And, like, why do you think that's prejudice? And, like, just because some white guy said that to you and you were all crushed by it doesn't make it prejudice. Oh, Wiz Division Production says, Jay Longbone, there's no kind of true with stereotypes, Jay. Stereotypes are stereotypes because they're based on real life truth. Facts. Oh, Bryant Nelson, this girl is one of those bad experiences that guy was talking about. Yeah. Most deaf. Okay. All right, now, because this one is, like, over. It was kind of meh, that one. All right, let's see. What can we do next? What's next on the docket? Okay, I need to do something that I referenced in my fucking thumbnail for once. I'm gonna go to... I'm becoming a genderless monster. Great. Okay, hang on a second. I'm trying to get it set up. Okay, hang on a sec.
face is your moneymaker. So why would you pair it with cheap plastic? And why does some plastic cost $500?
Okay.
I don't mind people being scared of me.
All right. This next one is I'm becoming a genderless monster. It's another request from, I don't think it was Bri-Fi. I think it might have been somebody else. I don't know. Whoever the fuck suggested this to me, you know who you are, and thank you for that.
I actually enjoy it. It's just like funny because under this I'm literally just like a 5'3" human.
If someone says I love it when people are scared of me, run. Fucking run. You should not get joy in that. That's the scariest fucking shit. But, oh, Bri-Fi, it was you that recommended this? Okay. Well, thank you. But yeah, I mean, you know she's just being like an edgelord. Like, she's just being like, oh, I love it when people are scared of me. Like, she's being a fake-ass edgelord. But still, like, when someone says that, fucking run. Either way, they have fucking an identity crisis. Just fucking run. Onion says, this is all the same channel. Yeah, Barcroft TV is like, it's like a den of circus freaks. Like, just, it's like, people don't go to the circus anymore. So, like, all we have is YouTube. So, Barcroft TV replaces it fills the void that circus freaks left. Because going to the circus ain't cool anymore. And everyone's afraid of clowns. So, we're not going to the circus, we just go on YouTube. Go to Barcroft TV and just go to that all you can eat freak buffet.
I have days off because obviously I'm not trying to get harassed every day. There's a lot of loud reactions, especially looking like this.
I thought you said you liked it, like the attention you got from this. Like, make up your mind.
Strange. I'm Jasmine Bean, and I'm into post-human, creepy, and Japanese fashion.
Oh, she's a fucking weeb. Weeby. And this guy, take a lot.
A lot of people feel like people that dress like this are wasting their body, but I feel that I'm wasting my body by not doing this. I'd like to say my inspiration is a bit of fantasy, fairies, and cool little creatures, mythological. This spider, I wore.
Oh, Phoenix says, I've noticed all these weird people you stream about are all in the UK. Yeah, funny that. more draconian laws, more weird people. Just,
Wore it to this con, and I was carrying the spider around like that, as if it was my pet. I have,
so creepy, that
toys.
plush
also,
toy.
The more Tim Burton-y side. Dark,
yeah, we know you like Tim
creepy,
Burton. It was so fucking obvious.
What the hell? Could see the
Next, you'll tell us that you watch Steven Universe,
drag makeup,
which will shock me to my core.
And it just kept on evolving and evolving. It just feels like it's cutting into my eye, but it's okay. Anything for the look. Everyone has to.
Anything for the look. That could very well be giving me. It could very well be blinding me. But anything for the look, whatever. How does somebody fucking do this? Because that makeup job shit, it's got to take a couple hours. That. Oh, WizDivision Productions $2 super chat. Pennywise ain't got shit on this girl. Pennywise would be like, oh god, this fucking groupie bitch. She just keeps coming around, trying to honk my nose. Ugh. But anyway, this has to take hours to do. You know how sometimes it takes chicks a while to put on regular makeup. Imagine how long it would take to put this shit on. And you do this every fucking day? Come on. What's the point?
Suffer a bit for fashion. A nullification is just when you have no sexual organs, or at least that you can see. Right now I'm wearing a binder just to give off more of like the like alien genderless look. I'd like to wear.
I'm totally genderless, even though I'm wearing a fucking skirt and I have long blonde hair and I have the appearance of a fucking woman. Ugh. I'm genderless. I'm genderless. Ugh. God.
Wear it more on my off days, but it does get quite damaging for your ribs. One day, hopefully, I'll have surgery just to be like completely like nothing.
Oh my god, Wisdom Vision's production says there is no point, Jay. She's a dog chasing cars. She wouldn't know what to do with one and she caught it.
This is Gum. That's her name. People think that if you're looking like this, that you just are in some fantasy world and not having a job and you don't do real life stuff. Mary and Jesus with my nose.
Yeah, oh my god, Zakiah Dillard brings up a good point. Genderless equals not male. It seems like every single fucking time. That's just what it is. It's like, just not male. Just not a man is equals genderless. I can't stand that shit. Because you don't see her in boy clothes. Or just wearing something that has no, like, just something completely shapeless with no. Xavier Pena. She's probably the babysitter of the free range kids, while the parents have a date night feeling life.
But you have to, as much as you don't want to, and that's just like the reality of it. These are my weapons. I would like to have a lot more. I wanted to get like
and everything's
a
fucking
few swords
pink.
and stuff, but again, they're really expensive. I wanted to hang this above my bed like that, but then I realized that if it fell, like it would probably kill me. Is that allowed? I know weapons aren't allowed.
God
in London,
willing.
But this isn't real. But it is. But it's
I'm just
not.
kidding.
Come here. Come on.
What the fuck is that?
This is Elmo. He's blind, or mostly blind, but... Stop. Oh my god, you're making me look like such a bad mum. No!
Get me away from this
Come
bitch!
on. Come here.
She just feeds me pancake breakup. She's horrible! I'm not really blind, I just pretend like she's not there.
Stuff, but people are very mean. And obviously I'm just trying to go and do my thing. I don't really want all the attention.
Oh, you don't? You just said you liked when people were... Oh, Christ.
You want all the attention.
Wait, let me
and
rewind
obviously I'm just trying to go and do my thing. I don't really want all the attention.
Well, that kind of... Fuck. My bad.
And obviously I'm just trying to...
Like, that kind of contradicts what you said in the beginning when you said you liked when people were afraid of you. That's a kind of attention, them being afraid of you. So, yeah, you're full of shit.
Go and do my thing. I don't really want all the attention. I met a lot of my friends from online. One of them, Salvia.
We met at Electroworks.
That looks like one of those fucking motherfuckers from that South African rap group. I can't fucking remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of them, but they were in that movie, Chappie. I forgot what the fuck the name of that group was. Fuck it. But yeah, this bitch, it looks like someone... It looks like someone fucking shaved... What's her name? Oh, God. My brain it don't work. I already forgot her goddamn name. Jesus. I'm fucking... My brain is gone. That one actress. Oh. Fuck it. Well, no, you know what? No. She looks like... Oh, God. Oh, Kate Blanchett. Right. She looks like someone tried to shave Kate Blanchett's head and, like, Like she asked for the Gene Hackman 5-head, and they were like, say no more. What the fuck?
It's a club in London. When a baddie meets a baddie, there's just no choice but to become bestie westies. Definitely it's helped with my anxiety a lot. I remember before I started doing this, even taking a picture like in public would be like, oh my god, don't let anyone see they're taking a picture of me. Now I think being so outrageous in this element helps me to not be afraid. I don't think I'll ever stop.
I paint myself with cake frosting.
When I'm just like 17, before I die, I want to just like try everything.
Tilda Swinton! Thank you, Courtney DeWilde. Thank you. That's the fucking person I was talking about. Damn! Fucking Tilda Swinton!
I like what I do and be inspired by it most of all is lovely. Find your own thing before anything, because obviously we don't like copiers.
Oh, Jesus. Awful. Just simply awful. Yeah, see, that one isn't that bad. Like, yeah, she's an attention whore, and yeah, like I said, she looks like she wears like Smarty dust on her face, but yeah, nah. It's cringe, but it's not like terrible. It could have been worse. Oh wait, the next one. Plastic surgeon creates his ideal wife. This one is kind of creepy. I saw like a few seconds of it. And it's also from Barcroft TV. I can't stay away from these motherfuckers. Everything weird that could ever exist is on that fucking channel. Okay, let's see. Just Jesus Christ. They take a day off. Yeah, like I said, this one is plastic surgeon creates his perfect wife. And I'm sure this will not come off creepy or emotionally abusive in the slightest. I'm sure of it. Totally normal, healthy people. Totally. Oh, Wisdom Vision Production says, I feel like when you're this deep down the rabbit hole, it's impossible to come back. They probably have to commit to this lifestyle at this point. I mean, the embarrassment would be unbearable. Onion says, they made a video about furries. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to fuck that. No. I'm staying away from that shit. Ugh.
How's this for being body conscious? Plastic surgeon David Matlock.
Yeah, he looks like he's bit off a few nipples in his day.
Created his ideal woman using plastic surgery.
Yeah, he looks like he looks like a cast member from, what was that movie? There's a thing about the Johnsons, or Keeping Up with the Johnsons, some shit. It's just weird. It's this weird all black cast short film on YouTube. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. It's a real fucking downer. I couldn't stop thinking about it after a while. But yeah, he looks like the father from that. It's throwing me off.
He's driving himself and wife Veronica to have perfect bodies through surgery he performs and a grueling daily diet and workout routine. Veronica met David when she came to him for a vaginoplasty after having had...
He came to her when she wanted her pussy pasted up. When she wanted her pussy... What's that word? Her pussy plastered.
Daughter Isabella, but David offered more.
He says, would you be interested in a Wonder Woman makeover? I'm like, what's that? He's like, lipo of the chin and the arms and the thighs and the da-da-da-da. You know, Brazilian butt.
She opted for everything I suggested.
Yeah.
Even marriage.
Oh, it's so fucking creepy. Let's rewind. Let's see that again. Oh my god, that's awful. All right, let's go to 43.
Even marriage.
Look at the way he raised his eyebrows. This is so fucking... Even marriage. I wish I could zoom in on my face later. Even marriage. This fucking gremlin. And it's hilarious because it's like plastic surgeons, not all of them, but some of them are like fucking car salesmen. Some of them are not fucking ethical. They're gonna like, yeah, you want this too, you want that too, you want that. They'll play on your insecurities to get you to get more shit. Because it's not like they're surgeons. They're not like surgeons who like help people. They're just like gonna cut you up and like stretch some shit. You know, they don't have to be ethical. They don't really have to be too ethical. You know, so like, and you married this nigga. He's probably building some kind of fucking Frankenstein's like Bride of Frankenstein shit in his basement right now. Mummifying chicks, skinning them, preserving the skin and getting it laminated and patching it together, making some freak woman in his basement right now, and she wouldn't know any better because her dumbass fell for the money and his charming debonair Dracula smile. That was perfect. Perfect timing.
Yes, he proposed on the first date.
Since
rich, successful, could have any woman he wanted. Well, I mean, well, yeah, he could. Like, it doesn't. Face be damned, he could. But he fucking proposed on the first fucking date. He's creepy. There's something off about him. He's psycho. Nobody does that, especially a fucking dude. They're not gonna propose on the first date.
Since then, David has performed a number of procedures on Veronica.
I had the laser vaginal rejuvenation, liposuction of multiple areas, Brazilian butt augmentation.
Yeah, your stomach is it? I can see the doctor in. I can just see him in the doctor's office, like, yeah, your saddlebags here. I would kiss you here, but it's kind of wrinkly. You might want to get rid of that. You know, I could get, monthly allowance could go in these I could fit a monthly allowance underneath these, this spare tire on your waist. And are you, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like, how do you start a relationship based on that? How does, he's sat you down and sold you all this shit. Like, yeah, if you don't get this shit, you're gonna look like dog shit. Anyway, you want to get dinner?
Does that make any fucking sense? Advertisement for him.
In his quest for perfection, David has gone under the knife several times himself, using techniques he designed, like state-of-the-art fat implants.
Yeah, he been skipping leg day though. Look at him. He ain't perfection my ass. He got fucking black Barbie doll legs. Have you ever seen a black Barbie doll? Like one of those cheap ones you get from the dollar store? Those are his legs. That's what his legs look like.
State-of-the-art fat implants into his biceps, triceps, calves and pecs to carve a perfect manly physique.
I just wanted to take my body to a point where I just, with exercise and diet, you just really couldn't get it there.
Like David, Veronica has taken part in bodybuilding competitions and says her husband's pursuit of beauty keeps her motivated to always look her best.
He keeps himself looking good.
Look, I'm all for making sure you don't look like a dumpy mess. Make sure you don't lose the romance in a relationship. But it's like y'all basically just fucking met. Y'all basically just got together, and the first thing he did when he met you was like, oh, that chin, ugh. Not good. Not fucking good.
So therefore it's added pressure.
Daughter Isabella, who is 9, has not really caught on to the fitness bug yet.
We're still working on Isabella, getting her to be more accepting of being healthy,
She's a fucking little girl, and she's not fat. So what the fuck? I'm all about kids exercising, but but if it looks like they're getting a little unhealthy, because you don't want them to die. You don't want kids to get because there's a lot of childhood diabetes out there nowadays. But like, if they're fine, leave them the fuck alone.
Tell her she's eating healthy. She says, "Oh no, healthy food doesn't taste good."
Despite her parents' obsession, Isabella doesn't want plastic surgery.
I would never really want to get surgery because it's not really you. Like, I want to be myself.
Now, David and Veronica spend a lot of time perfecting their appearance.
So I'm concerned about, these lines on my forehead.
If he wants to perfect his fucking appearance, he needs to redo his whole face. Because he's got the creepiest fucking face. He looks like a fucking character from a Jordan Peele movie. He looks like the creepiest black man. I'm sorry, but he does. I'm all about striving for perfection. Well, fucking bandsaw your entire face off. Because you have to redo all that.
David is one of America's top experts for male cosmetic surgery, and many bodybuilders go to him.
Oh my god, it's getting him wood. Oh my god, those needles going into your face. He is so hard right now. Erect needles going into your face makes me erect. Fucking look at him. It's so disgusting. Oh, God.
Pioneering fat transfers.
I can sculpt her out, the biceps, the triceps, take the fat under ultrasonic guidance and inject it into the muscle. Okay, I say, hey, I have it. Look at this. Feel this. It's nice. It's natural.
And food is a big part of that obsession.
A lot of my business is fat, doing liposuction all the time, but I don't like fat. So I tell people I watch my weight and I watch my wife's weight too.
Like, nigga, you crazy. I watch my weight and I watch my wife's weight too. Nothing creepy about what I just said. Totally not emotionally abusing my wife into, making sure she stays supermodel ready every fucking day. Totally not doing that. She's doing it because she looks at me and she's inspired. Yeah, that's what it is. Get the fuck out of here. Wisdom Vision Productions, $5 super chat. We have the capability to build the world's first fully plastic woman. Veronica will be that woman. Bendable, shapeable, flexible. I mean, yeah, she looks like a fucking... She looks like a roast chicken leg.
But even though David readily encourages Veronica to go under the knife, she feels he loves her for who she is.
I know that David loves me.
Okay, so why didn't y'all go out before the surgeries then? Why didn't he ask you out before that?
I am, because when I walked into his office, I was like about 20 pounds heavier, and he said that when he saw me, it was love at first sight.
For richer or poor, till death do us part, yes.
But not fat or skinny.
Yeah.
There's a fat clause there.
But yeah, he loves her for who she is. But if you get fat, bitch, you're out! And Cassandra under the stairs will love... At least she'll keep her figure slim. You don't say the size I want, I'll starve you, bitch. I'm sorry. He genuinely looks like a character from a Jordan Peele movie. I'm not even playing. Okay, Okay, we got one more video and then we're gonna go to the articles. And I think that's it seems like the articles are more cringy than the videos, which I didn't think that was possible, but yeah. But this one is... Yeah, this one is pretty bad, too.
The old joke goes...
Oh, damn it. Shut up, bitch! Okay. Okay, this one is a slam poetry reading. So yeah, and it's a fat acceptance slam poetry reading. So it's doubly terrible. I haven't tackled slam poetry in a while, since it's been like a couple of years. So this is going to be wonderful. It's by Rachel Wiley, and it's called excuse me, and it's called The Fat Joke. Oh, great. Oh, Wiz Division Productions said that last one was like a borderline Twilight Zone episode. Yeah. Oh, motherfucker was just creepy. Creepy! Alright, so this is the next one. It's Fat Acceptance Slam Poetry. Get ready to die.
The old joke goes, patient walks into the doctor's office, says, "Doctor, it hurts when I move my arm like this. What should I do?" And the doctor says, "So don't move your arm like that." Now, fat girl walks into doctor's office, says, "Doctor, it hurts when I move my arm like this. What should I do?" And the doctor says, "Have you considered weight loss surgery?"
I'm pretty sure chiropractors or people who specialize in bones are different from the fuck you call it? Cardiac surgeons. Yeah, you're talking about two different fucking doctors. But whatever. Anyway, I'm sure doctors will tell the person with an arm issue, or ask them like, "Okay, so where you feel it at? Let's do some x-rays, da-da-da-da-da." They'll get in depth with why that's going on. They're not just going to be like, "Oh, just don't stop you moving your arm like that." Then they wouldn't be earning their 6 figures a fucking year if they just did that. So already, your gelatin is quite deceptive.
Fat girl walks into the doctor for a flu shot and gets a lecture about BMI. Fat girl walks into the doctor's with an earache and gets asked if she's ever eaten a salad. Fat girl walks into the...
I don't know what weight would have to do with, like, flu shots or earaches, but a lot of fucking health problems come with being obese, and that's just something you're gonna have to fucking deal with. You're gonna have to swallow it up like you do an entire gallon of Hawaiian Punch in 2 seconds.
The doctor's office with a spider bite, and the doctor obsesses over how low her blood pressure is. Low for such a fat person anyway. Insists on checking it 3 times before he'll believe it. Forgets completely about the mass of purple spider venom that brought her here to begin with.
Wait, I don't fucking believe you. I don't believe that, I go there with, like, little spider bite. Like, who goes to the fucking doctors for a spider bite? I have never in my life. I've been bitten by spiders. Never gone to the doctor over a spider bite. I just put on some fucking alcohol, get a Band-Aid, and I call it a fucking day. Unless it's a poisonous spider, in which I have to fucking ask, "Where do you live, Australia?" Goddamn. These doctors, I go there for one thing and they comment on my weight, which is a huge health problem. It's like, yeah, because they give a shit about you dying, you motherfucker. You fucking bowl it. Ugh. You fucking Hellman's jar, of course. That's what they're fucking paid to do. If they let you walk out of there without any fucking counseling about your weight and how to lower it, yeah, that would be really fucking negligent.
Girl walks into the doctor's to ask about antidepressants and gets prescribed exercise instead, because obviously her depression is because of her fat. And
yeah. I heard that, like, being fat can alter what? Oh my god. I think it can alter your it can alter your mood, or like it can alter your it can give you a hormonal imbalance if you're too fat, or if you have too much belly fat or whatever. It causes more it causes a higher risk in depression. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, that's a fucking fact. Like, stop huffing pixie sticks and like stop snorting pixie sticks and fucking listen to these doctors when they tell you something.
And obviously, fat bodies never exercise and stay fat. Fat girl walks into the doctor's office for a standard.
If you fucking exercise, if you exercise and you're fat and you stay fat, you're not doing it that well. You only exercise to not. That means you only exercise to like stave off death for like 1 day at a time. You don't really do it because, oh yeah, I need to get rid of this weight so I can sustain my life by years. You just do it day by day, which is not the same fucking thing as exercising. Really exercise, like doing like, let's say, lifting your arm to your mouth for an hour a day is not exercise. And being on an exercise bike for half an hour a day isn't sufficient fucking exercise. Just come on. Okay, wait a minute. This chat is running a little slow. It's running a little weird on my end, so I have to... Oh, no, wait. Fuck. See, I don't know if it will restart the connection or not. Damn it. I don't want to fuck anything up. I have no fucking clue. Oh, wait a minute. I think all I have to do is this. Something weird's going on with the chat. Damn it. Oh, I swear to fucking God. I think I'm gonna have to just go without it for... No. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna get this together. Oh, I can only interact with one thing at a time. God damn it. God, I hate this fucking chat shit. Oh. Okay, wait a minute, guys. I'm going to do something. I'm going to open this in another window, because I want to be able to see you guys' comments. And it just stalled for some reason. I have no clue why. Do it. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, why did I do that? Why? Oh, wait, there we go. Fuck. Okay, sorry, guys. I got it working. Okay, I'm back, guys. Holy shit.
3-month follow-up appointment, and the doctor says, have you considered that weight loss surgery yet? Standard 3-month follow-up appointment, and the doctor says, have you considered that weight loss surgery yet?
I mean, you've gotten to the point where you don't listen to shit about diet and exercise. You're just like, okay, so surgery? Can you at least do fucking that, you fat bastard? Can you fucking at least do that? Jesus Christ.
Fat girl gets tired of constantly being diagnosed as fat. So fat girl stops walking into the doctor's office.
Fat girl stops walking, period. That's why she's fat. Oh, god damn it. Fuck.
Be damned, fat girl,
Okay,
than to exist as that. To the doctor's office. Fat girl walks into the world and says, world,
You are not walking, bitch. Stop talking about why fat girl walks. You are not walking. Can we please keep it real? Let's keep it 100. You're not walking anywhere.
it hurts to exist.
Not even metaphorically. Because your brain hasn't gotten a workout either, apparently.
Like this, and the world says, so stop existing like that. Fat girl walks through a world that would rather she slice herself open than to exist as she does.
I bet you he asked you to fucking exercise multiple fucking times. And just, like, and he was just like, as a last ditch effort for you to lose weight, he was like, surgery? Fucking surgery. Will you at least do that? You roly-poly hoe.
Side effects be damned. Fat girl walks through a world overrun. Side effects be damned. Fat girl rather she slice herself open than to exist as she does. Side effects be damned.
Like, he's been, like, I'm sure your doctor is pointing out the side effects of being fat, and you haven't listened to that anyway. You haven't listened to that. You haven't listened to that shit either. You want me to do the side effects be damned? It's a lot better than the side effects you're feeling from that fucking trash bag of potato salad you're carrying around.
Fat girl walks through a world overrun with sidewalk doctors who claim to be concerned about her health. Side effects be damned.
I had to go fuck yourself then. You claim to be concerned about my health, then go die. Like, I hate to be that person that says some shit like that, but like, if you want to act like a cunt when someone points out the very real possibility that you will die very fast, you want to be a twat, then go fucking die. Because that's your only other option. No one as big as you has lived to the age of fucking 60. And it ain't gonna, like, not as big as you. Like, I've seen fat 60-year-olds, but not that fucking big. You're not gonna live that long, and if you do, you're gonna have so many fucking problems. Like, you realize that your bones are gonna get more brittle as you get older. So imagine holding all that fucking weight on brittle bones that are already fucking wasting away. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, sis.
Fat girl walks into the world and still somehow manages to love her fat body. And the world says, stop glorifying obesity.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. The fuck? If you want people to stop glorifying like overly skinny anorexic looking chicks, then stop. Then, like, this is the negative, this is the inverse of that. This is the negative opposite of that. Just stop pretending like it's not, because it is. You want little girls to stop looking at pictures of skinny chicks with their ribs poking out and thinking that's cool, then you don't have the right to glorify your shit either. Because it's basically two sides of the same fucked up coin.
Fat girl walks into the world and says, I do not owe you shrinking, you know? I do not owe you thinness, attempted thinness or desire.
Like, I love the fact that I would love for my biggest problem to be people caring about whether or not I die. I would love for that to be my biggest fucking complaint in life. Like, oh, people care about me. Fuck them. My doctors are trying to have me not die. There are people on the fucking street who are concerned about me fucking dying, which is, how does that happen? But, I'm just gonna tell them to go fuck themselves. And then when I'm on my deathbed, suffering from one of the many diseases I'll have from my obesity. And there's no one here to hold my hand as I slip away because I've fucking alienated everyone I know. Over a few fucking pounds. Yeah. Then I'm gonna say fuck the world. Oh, it's back. Okay, we're back. I believe my fucking internet again. Oh my god, the fuck? Yeah, but it's still stuck though. That's fucking weird. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Oh god, just want to refresh the chat again. Jesus Lord. Okay. I think I said what I needed to say before the fucking internet went out. Alright, but let's continue now. Oh, damn it. Damn it! This fucking chat. Oh, that's why. I gotta bring this over here now. Damn it. Joe Mama, $10 super chat. Keep doing that thing you do so well. Thank you. Yeah, I have to bring it over here because that's the only way I'll be able to see this fucking chat. All right, let's keep it moving.
You assume thinness equals health. For that matter, I do.
Thinness doesn't equal health, but fatness doesn't contribute to health at all. At least not good health. It doesn't contribute to good health at all. In fact, it's a fucking detriment to good health. Stop using that shit as an excuse. Well, that doesn't mean you're healthy either. That is not a fucking excuse for you hoovering fucking... It's not an excuse for you hoovering Dunkin' Donuts through a straw every fucking day.
You health, perceived or otherwise, to receive basic respect. I am deserving of...
Like someone telling you, like your doctor telling you, yeah, your arteries are clogged. At this point, you're pre-diabetic. That's not disrespect. They're just doing their job. Like, just stop being a twat. Just knock it off.
Care. I am deserving to exist as I do.
No one says you don't deserve to exist. Well, they should because you're an asshole. But, like, being fat isn't a personality. It isn't a personhood. So I don't see what the fuck your gripe is. You know?
I am deserving of first, no harm done. And the world says that is the best joke we've heard all day.
Ah! Yeah, that chick just heard that. Yeah, free crab cakes. Ah! Her fellow manatees. She's about to meet them in the ocean, so they can flap together into the sunset. Yeah, that was trash. That was trash. All right, well, all right. So now we're moving into the articles. Oh God, now I'm gonna have to maneuver some shit to get this to work. That's gonna be the real challenge. Okay, what we got? What we got? What we got? Oh, what the fuck? Oh. All right, hang on. Like I said, I have to do some maneuvering. Oh, come on. What the fuck? It's not stretching. It's not stretching. It's not stretching. It's not stretching. This is going to be so confusing because I have to keep the chat open because it's not fucking working over here. Ugh. But we're at, like, the article we're going to get into. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? My shit's all discombobulated for some reason. Alright, you know what? Hold on. Let me close it. Okay, guys. I don't know if you guys are still there. But this fucking browser is acting funny. It's fucking with me and, like, I'm all discombobulated over here. Yeah, hang on, guys. Just hang on. If you're still there, hang on. Fucking fuck. Okay, I think we're back. I think we're good. I think we're done with the bullshit. But yeah, my browser, like, Chrome is acting up for some reason. Fucking hate Chrome sometimes. Oh, God. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Fucking finally. Shit. I love how everything, like, fucking works 1 minute and then doesn't work the next. God damn it. What the fuck just happened? What the hell is happening? Wait. Fucking backspace is powered by my fucking mouse. Jesus Christ. I am not restarting this stream, so fuck it. We're gonna have to deal with it. Oh! This is bull fucking shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to shrink my thing. Just everything was in order, and then something went wrong with my fucking mouse for some reason, and it screwed up everything. Wow, see, look at that. Look at the fucking... It's so... Like, even OBS is fucked up. It's so discombobulated. It's not even shrinking my window correctly. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna wait for you guys to get settled in. Oh yeah, this is all out of whack for some reason. What the fuck happened? Sorry guys, I have no fucking clue what the hell is wrong with this shit. But we are decent right now, and that's the best I can hope for at the moment. Like, my mouse just went out of whack, and now everything on OBS is screwed up. But I think we can make it. I think we're good. And as you can see, OBS is screwed up because you can't see my fucking face anymore for some reason. Oh, God. Anyway. We're on the articles now. And this one is Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgames. Yeah, I can barely read it. Avengers Endgames. 3-hour runtime is a stark reminder of Hollywood's hidden ableism. Oh, I needed that laugh after everything that went wrong in the past 10 minutes. For disabled Marvel fans, the film's 3-hour runtime can feel daunting and inhibitory. Oh, shut up. By Valissa Thompson. Valissa, bitch. The hype for Avengers Endgame has been felt deeply within fandom and on social media for months. The massive record-breaking opening weekend box office haul was a sheer indicator of the excitement for the film. For many, this movie represents a closing to a chapter, but there is an unspoken stumbling block that may prevent some fans from participating in the cultural phenomenon in theaters. The runtime of the film. Bullshit. If a movie's good, anyone will fucking see it. It doesn't matter if it's 3 hours. It's just like with Titanic. I can sit through that shit, no problem. Because it's just that fucking good. Some fans might not be able to sit through it. Bullshit. You can and will. The long runtime isn't a huge surprise. This, after all, the conclusion to the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Infinity Saga, and some of our favorite heroes' journeys are expected to come to an end. Some fans even celebrate the hefty, lengthy... I said hefty, lengthy. Some fans even celebrate the hefty, lengthy... So I keep almost saying it because it's the words are kind of similar and how you say it. Hefty length. I don't know. Whatever. Wanting to savor every last moment with the Avengers as we know them. For disabled fans, however, particularly those whose disabilities interfere with their bladder control, the runtime can feel daunting and inhibitory. Whatever. Look, I sympathize with you. You were dealt a shitty hands. Like, you can't walk or whatever, or you got some really debilitating disease. It sucks. But it's not ableism. Like, did they really think the filmmakers went out of their fucking way to stick it to disabled people? Like, oh, you crippled bastard. Try to get up now. Because you know you love this shit, bitch. But you know you love pissing more. We got you now, cripple. Oh, God damn it. See what I'm saying? My mouse, it's all screwed up. I accidentally, on instinct, went to the mouse wheel, and it went back. Oh, God. This is going to be hell for the next, hour? Okay. Where did I leave off at? Okay, inventory. Okay. Disability within fandoms and in Hollywood is constantly overlooked, whether that's in connection to casual tweets to just deal with the runtime and hold your pee until the credits, or in regards to broader accessibility and inclusion issues, such as limited or no captioning made available to disabled moviegoers. Oh, God. The stark ableism of such remarks discounts the predicament disabled fans are faced with and makes them feel invisible and isolated in spaces they occupy. I'm betting this fucking bitch didn't talk to one disabled person. Or if she is a disabled person, like, you're just one person. No one has fucking said shit. Like, there have been superhero movies that have been long as shit. Movies in general. I never heard of this ableism that Hollywood is perpetuating. I've never heard of this. Been plenty of 2.5 hour movies, 3 hour movies. Never heard of this shit. I think this is just you, bitch. As in the case of Endgame, longer runtimes bring to the surface the discussion of PMath. Of course, it's a hashtag created and used by the disability community over the past few years. PMath is calculating how long we can be out and about, or in this case, sitting in a dark theater, before we may need a bathroom break. I can't stand it when everyone calls themselves a fucking community. Like, oh, your back's broken. My back's broken too. We're a community. I can't. Like the BDSM community. Like, stop calling yourselves a community. I know you want to feel less alone and you want to share experiences, but it's not a fucking community. Stop it. Because that would imply you all think the same and you all want the same, exactly the same fucking things. You don't. Because like I said, I haven't heard of this shit until now. Hollywood's ableism against stop making long movies because crippled people can't hold their pee. I gotta use a colostomy bag. Shit. Being vulnerable to kidney infections. I drink a lot of water, roughly 10 glasses a day. In addition, I have high blood pressure and take a diuretic among my other medications. Okay, so you have kidney infections. You have to drink a lot of water. Da, 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 da. Okay, but just leave the fucking theater to go take a piss and come back. I don't understand how hard that is. So you're not crippled, you just have like kidney problems. Then go take a piss and come back, nigga. But I might miss something important. That's not, so who cares? If your health is more important than a fucking movie. So that's what this all comes down to. We got fucking what's the word I want to use? We have really like narcissistic and superficial ideologues who just but Marvel is life, and I can't miss anything Marvel related. But I also have to do this thing, otherwise I'll get kidney poisoning or like kidney failure and die. But Marvel is life, and I don't know. Like, yeah, that's the kind of like vapid asshole you're dealing with here. They don't want to have to choose between their Marvel and their health. It's such a struggle for them to choose between the two. Medications. Janae M tells MTV News, I have to time log events such as concerts, plays, movies just right so I'm not uncomfortable. Also, I don't see you bitching about fucking concerts that are usually like really crowded and really inaccessible for even regular people to get through to use the bathroom. I don't see you complaining about that, but it's only on a trending topic that is really monetizable right now. It's only something you can bitch about and monetize at the same fucking time. So that means it's not really an issue. It's just some shit you want to bitch about to make a couple of dollars on ad revenue for your article. That's about it. Because I don't hear you talking about concerts. I don't hear you talking about concerts, operas, plays. They are like a couple hours long too. So, whatever. For Janae, having no access to a restroom over 2 hours requires altering her medication schedule and limiting liquid intake for 4 or 5 hours prior to the event. Oh my god. See, my mouth moves faster than my brain. Or my brain moves faster than my mouth. I don't know. It's so fun. Like, as soon as I see something, I just start talking. Those barriers weren't going up to stop her from seeing Endgame in theaters, but did require her to carefully map her schedule. So, like she does every fucking thing else. What makes it special? Like, yeah, you just bitching about something that's a trending topic, you asshat. In effort to minimize her discomfort and maintain as much of her wellness routine as possible, Janae resolved to attend a 7:45 a.m. screening, which would allow her to halt her liquid intake starting at 7 p.m. The night before, and wait until the movie. Wait until after the movie to take her morning pills. So it seems like you had everything on lock. So what the fuck? Expecting disabled people, or anyone for that matter, to hold their pee for 3 hours is exclusionary? What? Bitch! Come on. I love how they added, or anyone. Oh yeah, thank you for being inclusive and thinking about the able-bodied and how we can hold our piss to watch a fucking movie and we don't fucking complain. But thank you for being inclusive. Thank you, sister. Particularly when you add into the equation the full dynamics of the movie-going experience, which includes which include not just the length of the film itself, but also the customary mid and post-credit scenes and the concessions a moviegoer looks forward to consuming. Like, have you ever fucking thought getting off your ass to use the bathroom while the movie is playing? Have you fucking considered that? Having spina bifida does affect the bladder, and if I'm going to a movie theater, I'm likely to use the bathroom before a movie starts at a theater. Drew C. said, but if a movie is over 2 hours long and I buy myself a medium or large drink for myself, the chances of needing to use the bathroom are pretty good. Then get up off your ass and go to the fucking bathroom. What's the discussion? Let me look at the chat right quick, because I know y'all are fucking neglected right now. See, look at this shit. I have to fucking... Jesus Christ! Yeah, sorry, I can't lift it up because it's gonna go... The fucking wheel is gonna go to the next fucking page, so I can only read what I'm being shown in front of me. Oh, Sometime Alone says this author is really taking the piss out of Marvel. Yeah, it's only because it's a monetizable, trending topic, and that's about it. Oh, Sometime Alone says she didn't want any spoilers to be leaked. Pretty much. ADT116 says, how do these sorts of websites even stay afloat? I can't imagine it's trash getting a lot of traffic. Well, thanks to jackasses like me who like want to jump in and talk about it and take the piss out of it. Like, it does get a little traffic, but so yeah, by itself it would never get any traffic. People would like look at it and be like, scroll, and just say go fuck yourself and go scroll past it. Simply Che says, now holding in P oppression. Okay. Yeah, basically. Wiz Division Productions is like, oh my god, these people. Oh wait, Sometime Alone says the film's length was really draining. The P jokes, the P math goes beyond just timing out your bathroom breaks. It also includes the time it takes to get to an accessible restroom in a society where public restrooms are not always accessible as they legally should be. Every fucking restroom I've ever been to has had one of those big ass handicapped bathrooms. Like the movie theater I go to has one. Or does it? Hang on a second. Let me think. Yeah, I haven't been to that bathroom in a while. It's been a while since I've been to the movies. For example, some accessible restrooms are deemed as such just for their installed grab bars. But moviegoers who use mobility aids encounter problems as soon as they leave the stall, where they come upon sinks with handles and soap dispensers that are out of reach. But at least those people are able to get into a stall, into the stall in the first place. Yeah, I heard a weird fucking noise. I'm freaking out. I think Skynet's taking over my shit. More often than not, I've encountered able-bodied people using these stalls, which makes the wait longer, Drew said, adding that use of the accessible stalls has become so commonplace that most people don't even recognize the holdup they're causing. Honestly, fucking, like, when I've used them, there's never been, like, lines of crippled people outside waiting. Like, don't you know that our spines don't work? I've never felt guilty about using the accessible, like, parking into a handicap space. I understand that, because there's only like a few. There's usually only like a few. But using the handicapped bathroom, I never feel bad about that, because I've never, like, opened up the door and like, oh, there's someone in a fucking wheelchair, like, I guess I should have gotten here early. You done? I've never encountered that problem. This is what happens when you think just because you're in a community means there's like, oh, there's like basically billions of us that exist. Like, nah, it's only a few of you. And I'm not saying like crippled people aren't going out, or people with disabilities aren't going out on the regular, or because there's so little of them, their experiences don't matter. I'm just saying, like, the way this person frames disabled people is like, oh, you know, we can't possibly get up during the fucking movie and use the bathroom like a normal person. Out of all the times I've gone to the movie theaters in my teens and early 20s, I've only ever had one able-bodied person come out of the stall, look at me directly, and apologize for using the accessible stall. I mean, well, yeah, they're getting out. I mean, like, that's even for able-bodied people, like, if you're taking up a stall after all of them are full and someone's waiting for you, like, why they don't apologize to them? I mean, I get it, you need to use it, and then you need to use the accessible stalls, but it's like anyone else. Like, I'm taking up a stall, and I'm leaving, and it's freed up for you now. I don't think they need to apologize for that, but okay. I don't think that's necessary. I mean, it's fine if they do it, but I just don't think apology is necessary. Some have suggested that adding intermissions to longer movies like Endgame could be the solution. Fucking, if you're gonna miss something, just miss it. Your health, it's not worth your fucking health. But like I said, you got these really superficial people who put Marvel over everything. Even their own fucking health. Like, no, you need to adjust it to my... You need to adjust it to my needs. I'm sorry. I could easily just, I don't know, not take this movie that fucking seriously where I would debilitate my health for it. But no. Marvel needs to adhere to me. Like, fucking stop it. But you know what they're going to do? As soon as there's intermissions, they're going to put mid-rolls and ads in the middle of these fucking movies. And, no. People aren't going to tolerate that because people go to the movies to not see commercials. So, you know, let's just not do that at all. One piece of puzzle solution. And that might be one piece of the puzzle, but members of the community still have concerns. If a film is over 3 hours and includes an intermission, I will bet you anything lines to the bathroom will be long, and wheelchair users like myself will have to wait longer since we have fewer choices of accessible stalls. Like, yeah, dumbass. Exactly. I love how they debunk their own fucking solutions in their own article. It's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. The reality is that there is no one solution because everyone's needs are diverse. This is particularly so with the disabled community. What works for one person may not work for others, but that does not mean we shouldn't try to create various ways to ensure that everyone feels included in the movie-going experience. Okay, so you basically come up with one fucking solution and it was bullshit. Because you debunked it a fucking sentence later. If you've got no solutions, oh my god. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you! I was not done reading that yet. Oh wait, there we go. But I hate websites like that where you scroll down and it goes to the next article. I hate that. I want to be able to have a choice. At least ask me, like, would you like to go to the next article? But no, you just scroll and it just, like, fucking goes to this PowerPoint presentation. Like, nigga, I didn't ask for this. Okay. Access and availability are key issues that affect disabled people daily. And they can only be resolved if they're part of the mainstream consciousness. Otherwise, an important consumer base will continue be stymied. Okay, I think they meant continue to be stymied from engaging in massive cultural moments such as Endgame. It was not cultural. Like, stop it. Stop using the significance of Marvel films and their effect on pop culture as an excuse to be a whiny bitch. Like, stop it. I want to be part of something significant like Endgame. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get up and go use the fucking bathroom in the middle of the movie like everyone else. The disabled community has raised its concerns with the intention to be heard. Will this be the time the world's largest minority group? Stop it. Fucking stop it. Really. Stop it. Not everyone can be black, okay? Not everyone can be lynched and have their own slavery, okay? This is not the time for that. Stop it. The world's largest minority group is taken seriously, or will we be dismissed by the industry once again? And another fucking thing. Minority group does not mean oppressed group. It just means you are a minor group in society. Which means, like, it just means there are not that many of you. That's what the fuck it means. It doesn't mean oppressed group. It just means you're a group of people that ain't that many of. That's what it means. Stop trying to, like, jazz it up. What's some fucking bullshit? Okay. Now we gotta go to the next thing. I have to get it from here because... Oh, God. I hate this shit. I have to restart my computer after the stream is done. Because this is ridiculous. Okay, I want to do that article. Teacher decides second grader is trans because he uses the staff bathroom. And then there's medical textbooks overwhelmingly use pictures of young white men. Yeah, you know what? That'll be next. That's next on the docket. Fuck that. Oh, it's from Vice. Of course. And of course, this nightmare fuel they have over here. Okay, now let me get this set up, situated. Okay, seems I'm gonna have to move this over. Can I move it over? Okay, hang on. There we go. No, hang on. There we go again. Okay. Medical textbooks overwhelmingly use pictures of young white men. That's the next cringe article we're going to be tackling. You shouldn't have a 20-year-old with coronary artery what? You shouldn't have a 20-year-old with coronary artery disease. And how the fuck do you know these pictures are of young white men? And how do you know they're white? Because some of them are usually like just pictures of inside the body, and that's about it. Like, yeah, they have the ones above where it's like half their face, but it doesn't matter. Why does it matter to you? It shouldn't fucking matter. Oh, you can see this little, I don't know, like this little hazy one. This little hazy piece of text here. It's rare to see women and people of color in medical textbooks. It's rare to see women in medical textbooks. That smells like bullshit. Researcher Rhiannon Parker says illustration. Oh, well, something I think should probably be here. There are lots of conversations about the lack of about the lack of diversity in science and tech these days. In response, people constantly ask, so what? Why does it matter? Yeah, there are many ways to answer that question, but perhaps the easiest is because a homogeneous team produces homogeneous products for every heterogeneous world. That's not an answer. That's the problem. That's your problem, but like it's not really an answer to that question. Like, what does it matter? Well, because it's really homogenous, but like, do white people have different organs than black people? Do white people have different heart structures? I don't think so. This is Design Bias, a motherboard column in which writer Rose Eveleth discovers the product's research programs and conclusions made, not necessarily because any designer or scientist or engineer sets out to discriminate, but because to them the normal user always looks exactly the same. The result is a world that's biased against design. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. If you are legit triggered by a fucking, like, basically just a factory model of the human body, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Like, how do you get through the fucking day? I think diseases or a rickety joints are the least of your fucking problems. Before it was a television show, Grey's Anatomy was a textbook. Yeah, that fucking show tarnished that book forever. I can't believe they used that name for that show. Because they couldn't be any more different if they tried. Published in 1858, Grey's Anatomy, spelled with an A, quickly became the gold standard in medical illustration, featuring detailed diagrams of everything from the tiny bones in the hand to the internal structure of the eye. Grey's Anatomy is still in print today in its 41st edition, but if you open the book up and flip through the pages, you might notice something. Or really, the dearth of something. The dearth of something. I never heard that fucking expression. Women! And it turns out it's not just Grey's Anatomy that has this problem. Almost all medical textbooks are heavily biased towards depicting male bodies. Yeah, and I bet you guys get so fucking wet over that shit. In 2014, Rhiannon Parker, a researcher at the University of Wollongong in Australia. Of course it's Australia. Wollongong. See, I can't do an Australian accent to save my life. Set out to quantify just how bad that bias actually is by analyzing more than 6,000 images from 17 anatomy textbooks published between 2018 and 2013. Parker and her colleagues found that only 36% of the anatomical images with an identifiable sex were female. Like I said, like, who gives a shit? Or maybe because they don't show hair in medical textbooks, because that doesn't really fucking matter. They just show the inside of the fucking body. So it could be just, you probably just can't fucking tell because there's no hair. I don't know. I love how they show no fucking pictures. Even more discouraging is the results weren't all that different from a study done in 1994 in which 32% of images represented female bodies. I expected there to be a much bigger improvement on representation. Who gives a shit about this? There's gotta be money in it for these fucking people, because who is this wrapped up in this bullshit? Not all books were equally biased. General Anatomy 2nd edition had the highest proportion of male bodies at 5:1, while Human Anatomy and Physiology 9th edition was the only textbook to have the same proportion of male and female bodies. Grey's Anatomy for Students, a condensed version of Grey's Anatomy, has nearly 3 times more men as women. See, that's the thing though. Like, I think why they only have a few men as opposed to a lot of women. A few women as opposed to a lot of men is because women have specific fucking body issues. But it's not like, yeah, we have a uterus, we have different sex organs and shit like that. Muscle mass and all that. But it's not that, like, it's not that fucking serious. It's not that serious. Like, we got a few more things than men. But blood, like other, like, more important organs like the heart, the stomach, and all that shit, and intestines and the brain, we don't need it doesn't. Sometimes they don't need to be look like women in order for them to be studied. I mean, well, there are female brains, there are, but that's more of a. That's probably where, like I said, like certain when it comes to gender, studying gender in biology and anatomy, you'll probably see it. It'll probably be a lot more equal. In fact, let me go back up. General anatomy, Grey's Anatomy. I mean, you see right there that one that's specifically catered to anatomy had an equal amount of men and women, which makes sense. Because there's gonna be a whole fucking chapter on genitals and how how men's anatomy differs from women. Ugh. The textbook with the worst ratio was edited solely by men. Interestingly, the editors of Human Anatomy, the textbook with parody, are Elaine and Marieb, whatever, and Katja Hohen. Katja Hohen? Oh my god! Wait a minute! Her name is Katja Hohen, as in I caught you hoeing. Caught you hoeing. Oh my god! That's hilarious. See, that's what makes me think this is a joke article. Katja Hohen? Come on now. I caught you hoeing with that girl from the anatomy books. Both women, while the textbook with the worst ratio was edited solely by men. Madeline Hyde, the vice president for content and education at Elsevier, whatever the fuck, whatever, which publishes several top anatomy books, including Grey's Anatomy, said they are trying more and more to be as balanced as possible with our textbook images. Because we gotta cater to these fucking pussy ass kids. The pussy ass babies of today. They just can't handle that they can't see themselves in everything. All the time, every day. Like, just fucking narcissists. But then again, this might be just these fucking people who complain about this. Who knows? There's probably no one in real life that actually cares. We take gender and racial diversity seriously. But see, here's the thing. The gender thing I kind of get. I kind of understand it. But the race thing? Why? Fucking why? It doesn't make any sense. The race thing is stupid. I'm sorry, but it's 100% stupid. I don't give a damn. It's dumb. Because like people usually say, our differences are skin deep or whatever, so if we all look the same on the inside, what the fuck why the fuck do we need racial representation in medical books? It makes no sense. In some cases, showing a female body makes sense if the content is specifically about female health, but Parker found that even in cases where there is no reason to show one sex or another, men are more likely to be depicted as the normal body. It doesn't mean normal. Not normal. Just like, wouldn't say default anyway, either, but like, men are more, their bodies aren't like, if it was just men, their bodies wouldn't look that specific. They're only special, but male bodies are only distinctionable because we have women, because women exist. If it was all men, they just look average. Same thing goes for women. They wouldn't be distinctionable to anyone if there was only women on Earth. And I think that's the thing. That's what men just look like. Why do you think stick figures all look the fucking same? Like the men and women symbols, like when you see like the men and women symbols on restrooms, the men always like just boxy and just average looking. It's basically the same logic here. Because men just look so average when they just look like figures, you know? When you take out the body and personality and the region they live in and race, they're just a thing. Like, they're just, I don't want to say it like that, but they're just a figure to be used as reference. That's it. Like, fuck. It's not that deep. This lines up with previous research from 1992 that found that even when it comes to medical imagery around reproduction, men outnumbered women in textbooks 2.5 to 1. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure when it comes to reproduction, and you have to learn about vulvas and vaginas and uteruses, they use men as a model for that, not women. I love how they use no fucking images for this example. They don't use any. They don't show you, like, oh yeah, this is men in a women's health book with a uterus, and this is how biased they are against women. They don't even want us in books. But no, of course they have no examples. Now, like, we're coming up to a picture now, but I don't know what that is. Like, we'll get to that once we get through these paragraphs. For the anatomy titles that do not solely focus on surgical anatomy, interior rather than exterior, we do our best to provide images of diverse subjects. Hyde said in her email, when possible, we try to replace older images of rare clinical conditions. As a provider of a significant volume of global health content, we try more and more to be as balanced as possible with our textbook images. Parker, who also saw other trends in her data set, even though she was looking for images where the body being depicted might be identified by readers as male or female, whether by genitalia or traditional gender markers, she also found that bodies were also overwhelmingly white. Slim and young. Of the images of women she did find, 86% of them were white compared to 76% identifiably male bodies. Okay, medical students who saw gender-biased images were more likely to show implicit gender bias. Are you fucking kidding me? Does any of these look like men to you? This is what I'm saying. You would think these were men, but, like, you really wouldn't think they were men either. They just look like figures. They're figures. They have no dicks. They have no fucking dicks. They don't have muscle mass. That's why everyone's fucking fat and slovenly nowadays. Because people like this who read Vice and social justice warriors and all that, they want to be all gender neutral. That's why they're all getting fat, because they don't want to have any muscle mass to identify themselves as male. That's why. We've cracked the code, people. We cracked the code. But these are just figures. These are not men. But that's the thing. That's why they use male figures, though, because they don't have really any identifiable, because they're not going to show a dick unless they have to. Unless it calls for it. But they're just figures. Like, get over it. Male bodies are almost always muscular, while female bodies are drawn thin. Only 2.7% of the images the team analyzed depicted visibly disabled bodies, and only 2.2% of the textbook images depict. Hello again, fucking internet. Oh, God. I can't wait to be somewhere with better internet. I think we're back, guys. At least we should be. Alright, let's get back to this. Yep, okay, you guys are back. Okay. Yeah, let's get back to this horse shit. Oh, God. like, what the fuck? Did I scroll some? Okay. Parker has also researched the impact the images might have on medical students. In a survey of 456 anatomy students studying at the School of Medicine at the University of Wollongong in 2018, she found that the disparity in bodies didn't affect their explicit bias. Okay. But it increased their scores on implicit bias tests that measure more subtle attitudes. Like, okay, like they didn't. Basically, they're saying, oh, well, they don't really hate women. Like, they're not racist or sexist, but we read between the lines of what they said, and then we discovered that they were racist and sexist anyway. Basically, like, we just overanalyzed what they said and kind of, like, read too much into it based on our own biases. And so now they have biases because of our biases. Basically. And that's basically what that means. People know what they should be saying, what they should be thinking when it comes to gendered assumptions, Parker said, but that doesn't stop the insidious impact of biased images. That way they normalize certain images and body types. You can't necessarily stop that from impacting your biases. They don't have biases, but they do have biases. See, this backwards. There is plenty of research to suggest that biases held by doctors have real negative impacts on patients. Coronary heart disease is seen as a male disease, Parker said. Another study found that many textbooks don't address the differences in the way coronary heart disease presents in women, opting to show only men, which could contribute to women being misdiagnosed at a higher rate than men. It's not just coronary heart disease either. Parker notes that fat phobia amongst here we fucking go. Parker notes that I was waiting for it to get here. I was waiting for the F word, and they finally got there. Among doctors leads to people not seeking medical attention when they need it, and that black women in America are 3 times more likely to die in childbirth than white women, which many experts say is largely due to doctor bias against black women. What fucking bias? You're just too black. Get the fuck out. Oh my god, you're just so black. I just can't give you penicillin. Get the fuck out. What the fuck does that even mean? Hold on. Black women have doctors have biases against black women. Are you going to explain or show any metrics? Show any studies that support your bullshit claim? No. Anyway, even beyond the bias it could engender, depicting the same body over and over again as white, male, and athletic isn't the best way to teach future doctors. I think we fall into... Okay, Jesus Christ, we're back again. Oh my god, we're back again. If fucking AT&T fucks up again, I'm gonna rip your dick off and shove it in your mouth. Oh my god. Okay, let's get back to this shit. Just making sure you guys are back. I hope you are. If this shit fucks up again, I swear I'm gonna fucking go nuts. Thank you guys for hanging on despite these fucking problems. I don't know why. The fucking mouse and now the internet, it's pissing me off. But let's just power through this. Oh, that's right. I was gonna say, right. I forgot. I got my train of thought. These are the same motherfuckers. These are the motherfuckers who say up and down. The same people who say there is no physical difference between men and women. Absolutely none. We all have the same, but we have the same fucking bodies, same amount of muscle mass. Mostly because of like the trans thing. Trans people they want to compete in like physical contests and sports events of like the gender that they present as. And they're trying to like, oh no, there's nothing there's no difference between female and male bodies. Well, this fucking whole article contradicts that. Because, oh, why don't you have any female presenting bodies? Why don't you have any female bodies in medical books? Okay, so but I thought there was no difference between male and female bodies. So now you're saying there is. That's funny. That's how we try to have it both ways. How we try to like get over on people. They have certain opinions depending on whatever the fuck they're talking about that day. They can never be fucking consistent in this bullshit. Okay, stock image sites and online medical resources fall into the same trap. Gregory was recently asked to do a series of medical illustrations for an anatomy class at Mount Sinai to depict breast health. The professor had gotten random images off Google, she said, which mostly showed a very specific kind of breast. Perky white, mostly with implants? Are you fucking serious? How the fuck? So wait a minute. You're telling me they showed medical... They went on Google, looked up medical... What's it called again? Oh, they said random images off Google. They didn't say, like, specifically medical research. Hold on. Let's do our little test. I don't know if this will work because, like I said, my keyboard... Yep, it's not gonna work. Fuck. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to... Yeah, I was gonna, like, go into Google and do a little experiment to see if it actually works. We can't do that today, guys. I'm sorry, because my shit is all fucked up. But anyway, fuck that. You're telling me that they showed specifically a fucking model, like the female, like an average female body out of a medical text with fucking implants inside. They were perky, so of course they look like they implant. Like, imagine being catty. Imagine being catty over a fucking medical picture of a woman. Not even a real woman. Not even like an actual cartoon character. It's just like a fucking female form in a book. Imagine getting catty like that. Oh, her breasts are so perky and white. Obviously implants. Oh God. So gauche. Imagine how much of a mental midget you have to be. That's wow. They're like these little balls on your chest. Most people don't have breasts like that. Yeah, but see, that's what they do run tests for. You get mammograms and you get people do like when you go into a doctor's office, they do measurements on you to decipher like how best to treat you. They just don't go off books, right? That's not their primary. That's not their primary. That's like, you're talking about some old school 1800 shit. Like, they would just get a book and be like, you don't look like that. Oh, looks like I'm just gonna have to throw some leeches on you and call it a day. No, they fucking measure you. They measure you. They weigh you so they can know how best to treat you. They just don't go off books, you morons. All right, so Gregory created an illustration of an elderly breast instead collapsed with the nipple facing down. She said that students in the course were much more likely to encounter breasts that looked like hers, like her illustrations, than ones commonly depicted in books or stock images. Yeah, because a lot of fucking Americans are obese and have those titties. I'm not saying like all obese chicks have those titties that look like sad. That they look like they're sad and depressed. But I'm just saying, like, if you treat a lot of real women, quotation marks, because that's what they like to call women like that, who are like extremely overweight and have depressed titties, like orangutan titties. That, like, sometimes they're not always healthy, and that's probably why they're at the doctors anyway. But, whatever. It takes time for people to say, I should use diverse skin tones. Maybe someone in a wheelchair. It's just, like, just farting. It's just fart. All this shit. How much we got left? Ugh. And sometimes illustrators are explicitly told not to include certain types of bodies. Why? And where did you get this from? Parker said that in her research, she heard stories from illustrators who reported being asked not to show female nipples unless the illustration had something to do with breast health. Oh, that's so fucking insidious. It's so insidious. Oh, don't include breasts unless it's completely necessary to what the book is centered on. That's like standard shit. That's not insidious or sexist in any fucking way, shape, or form. Oh my god. That's so what the fuck? No wonder, what was the company that bought Vice? Was it Disney? It was one of those major corporations that bought Vice. No wonder they're backtracking and saying, no wonder they're backpedaling and saying, this was a bad business investment. We gotta drop these motherfuckers. We're losing money. This is just empty. This is just like an empty space in our fucking corporation. We are making nothing off this. By using past books as examples, illustrators are also perpetuating the bias. Frank Netter, the father of medical illustration, his work is 100% white people, said Gregory. It's a matter of not being lazy thinkers and starting to be like, I shouldn't just default the same skin tone. But what is the point of using different races? There is none. It doesn't add to anything. This is exacerbated by the fact that the majority of medical illustrators are white people. 85% of people who responded to an Association of Medical Illustrators survey in 2018 identified as such. A problem that the association started tackling head on a few years ago with a special diversity committee, which Gregory is a member of. Too many white people are smart and get into your organization. That's just wrong. Hire a bunch of unqualified darkies so I can sleep at night. That's basically what they're saying. Because it's not like they fucking exclude people of color just for the hell of it, and more experience than anybody in the room, than anybody in their fucking organization. It's just sometimes they don't come up to, either they don't make the cut, like other people, like any white person might not make the cut. It's just sometimes it's not exclusion. Sometimes certain races of people don't gravitate towards certain fucking professions. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. The solution lies in the hands of publishers and illustrators. Gregory said that it's crucial to explain to people working in the field why this bias is harmful. It's really about awareness. It takes time for people to say, oh, right, I should use diverse skin tones, maybe someone in a wheelchair, different kinds of people. I'm sorry, but it hasn't fucking affected anybody. You're a liar. Come on. But I, as a black person who goes to get their monthly diabetes medication, I see like their dusty poster from the 1980s of a white guy. I can just tell it's a white guy for some reason, even though he has no skin. I can just tell, and I just get so triggered by that, and my diabetes starts acting up, and my insulin goes through the roof, and I die, and that's just not okay. Like, get the fuck out of here. Just shout. How does it affect anybody? Stop it. But are things getting better? Parker isn't so optimistic. She points out that doctors have a really rigid idea of what a healthy body looks like. And that's a hard thing to change. No, I don't think it's changing, she told me. I do think that maybe the gender disparity is slowly changing, but the intersections of ethnicity and body type, I don't think they're being paid attention to. And are getting worse. Like I said, doctors measure you. They measure you. I mean, even fucking, you go to Victoria's Secret for bras. They fucking measure you to make sure they know what they're dealing with. To make sure they know what kind of bra to give you. Like, so you think doctors' offices don't do that shit? They fucking measure you. They weigh you. They make sure they know what they're dealing with. It's like, I love it because it's not just, we're not just denying science. We're just gonna make doctors look incompetent as fuck. When we know everything because we know that these pictures don't represent all it doesn't represent all colors. We have no scientific proof to back up that people are dying because of this or are being misdiagnosed because of this. We have no proof. Not really. That these pictures are directly involved in that. We have no proof. But we're going to say it loud and proud, bitches. Gregory, on the other hand, sees progress, even if it's been slow. She says that even she has changed her methods around this issue for years. 10 or 15 years ago, I was maybe throwing something in for the heck of it. But now every time I approach an illustration, I think about how I can include diversity in my images. Between that and recruiting a more diverse set of illustrators in the field, Gregory has hopes that things will get better. And also, if like women and men's bodies are so different, then... Oh wait, no. I had an argument, but like, I lost it because it didn't really make any sense. But yeah, this is just such a nothing burger. Like, really? And I love how like these are the same people who will tell you up and down that there's no such thing as gender disparity. There's no such thing as gender differing from each other. Like, there's no choice in there's no gender differences don't exist. Men and women are exactly the same. That's why trans people can compete in different sporting and contact events and be perfectly fine because men and women are all the same. I love how they completely ruined that fucking thing that they've been popping out for the past few years. Okay, we're going to do one more article. Oh, yeah, the trans one. We're going to do one more article, then I'm going to pack it in because I don't want this internet to keep doing this. It's just going to keep pissing me off. And I have to restart this computer because it's fucking up. It's really fucking up. Come on, bitch. Or is it... What the fuck is this big ass gap? Anyway. Alright, this article is teacher decides a second grade... Fuck. I can't stand that shit. I love this fucking picture. That's so funny. Teacher decides a second grade boy is trans because he won't use boy's bathroom. Turns out he just has gas. Wow. Like, honestly, how fucking tone deaf do you have to be? Like, you should not be a teacher. I'm sorry. Like, that motherfucker should have been fired. Because that could have led to some serious shit. If this happened in Portland, it would not be a big deal. I don't know whether that's supposed to be some kind of justification or a drag of Portland. I don't know. An Oregon teacher pushed a second grade boy to come out as transgender after noticing that he wasn't using the boys' restroom at school. His parents have alleged in a lawsuit. The parents sued the district for nearly $1 million in damages, accusing the school of false imprisonment, negligence, and the intentional infliction of emotional distress that the Statesman Journal reported. The lawsuit was filed in Marion County Circuit Court. Alright, like, some of the fucking things they're suing for are it's a little much. False imprisonment and the intentional infliction of emotional distress. Well, I mean, that one's got some basis, but false imprisonment, come on. False imprisonment is a little much. The names of the teacher and family have not been made public. According to the lawsuit, in April 2018, the teacher at Nellie Muir Elementary School, I think, became concerned that the 8-year-old was using the staff restroom. Assuming he must secretly identify as female, she allegedly developed a lesson plan in an effort to promote him becoming transgender. Just fucking dipshits teaching our kids. Just fucking morons. Ugh. In reality, the boy and his parents had arranged for him to use the staff restroom because he had a digestion-related medical condition. and the teacher somehow didn't know this. No way in hell the teacher didn't know that. I don't know if that's his whole, because I don't, how old is the kid again? How old is the kid again? Second grade. This is second grade. So in second grade, I don't know if this is for everybody, but for me, I had a homeroom teacher, and then I had all the other teachers. I would go to homeroom like at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Once my class rotation was done, I went to my homeroom teacher. Now, if she is his homeroom teacher, then there's no way she shouldn't have known that. Hang on, was it that his homeroom teacher? Let me reread this. An Oregon teacher, teacher became concerned. In reality, the boy and his parents had yet on at least 3 occasions, the teacher kept the boy during recess and showed him videos and books with the message that it is acceptable to become transgender. The lawsuit said, among other materials, she allegedly required him to watch episodes of reality TV show I Am Jazz and read the I Am Jazz children's book, both of which star transgender teenager Jazz Jennings. Oh, Jesus. At the end of the school week, the teacher allegedly told the boy to take the books home and share them with his family. Only then did his parents learn about the lessons. All right, for one thing, like I said, I don't know if this is his homeroom teacher or not, but like that is fucking sketchy. You didn't even tell the fucking parents about your suspicions? Like, if that's some serious shit, you're supposed to tell the parents. Like, I think your kid might be transgender because he's using this fucking bathroom. That's snaky. Why the fuck wouldn't you tell the parents that? The parents didn't know until he came home with those books? Yeah, that's fucking sketch. The fucking teacher should be fired, in my opinion. I'm sorry. That's sketch. You don't fucking do shit like that. The parents should know about that. Fucking teachers send notes home when they start failing, for Christ's sake. You couldn't kind of, give them a phone call, tell them, hey, your kid wants to be trans. Just thought you should know. Yeah. Fucking they send notes home when the kid can't pay for lunch. They give you notifications on whatever. There's no way you shouldn't have known that. There's no way the parents. There's no excuse for not telling the parents. They were extremely shocked to find out she would expose their son to various sexual concepts, such as the difference between male and female body parts. The family's attorney, Edgar Diaz, said in a lawsuit. The parents then filed a complaint with the school in a disciplinary... The parents then filed a complaint with the school. In a disciplinary letter to the teacher, administrators said evidence was found that she had removed the student from regular activities and shared potentially controversial materials with him without informing his parents, which it recommended she do. Yeah, see, that's fucking sketchy as hell. That's creepy. That's creepy as shit. Why the fuck wouldn't you tell the parents? This is some serious shit. Why wouldn't you tell the parents that? Because that makes me think this is some grooming shit. That's what that sounds like to me. It may not be that serious. Maybe she was really concerned about this child's this 8-year-old's gender journey. But no, I don't think so. Because why didn't you tell the parents? They need to know that. You think they're gonna throw an 8-year-old out on the street? No, they're not. According to the parents, the school was dismissive of their concerns, saying, if this happened in Portland, it would not be a big deal. According to the parents, the school was dismissive. Oh, the school fucking said, if this happened in Portland, it wouldn't be a big deal. Are you fucking serious? The lawsuit said the teacher's actions caused lasting damage to the boy. He began avoiding feminine toys and games for fear of turning into a girl and becoming more depressed, aggressive, and isolated, according to the lawsuit, which added that he had started counseling. He had also become afraid of attending his current school, seeing the teacher and using the boy's bathroom, Diaz said. Yes, if that's true, then some other shit was going down. Like, I understand, like, yeah, he probably would definitely be, like, traumatized or... Well, not not traumatized, but he would be really bothered and freaked out by that teacher. But at the same time, it's like, was there some other shit going down? Was there some other shit happening? At the same time, the parents have struggled with anxiety, stress, and depression. According to the lawsuit, they were said to fear their son will have gender identity issues. Diaz blamed the Woodburn School District for failing to properly train and supervise the teacher. District Superintendent Chuck Ransom decided to comment on the case, citing the lawsuit. The parents asked for $79,999. Why didn't you just ask for $80,000? What the fuck? $79,999 for current and future counseling, medication, doctor's appointments, and therapy, and $920,000 in non-economic damages. Oh, well, that rounds out to a nice, cool million. Some experts have warned that with the rise of woke culture, parents, educators, and others have become too eager to support children's claims to be transgender. However, LGBT activists have tended to reject such claims as backwards, often denouncing those who question the transgender rights movement as bigots. See, if a movement like tries to fucking dismiss any faults in their fucking movement, it's not a good movement. It's a toxic movement. Just throw the whole movement out. It's toxic. Because it shouldn't be there shouldn't be so much pushback on that. If there's some problems that need to be addressed, if there's some kids out there legitimately thinking this is trendy and ruining themselves over it because they see how cool it is on television, we need to talk about that. If there's fucking evidence of that and parents are telling you this shit, fucking listen. Don't dismiss that shit like, oh, that doesn't exist. Our movement is perfect. Who would want to be trans? Well, maybe the motherfuckers who think it's cool and think they can fit in and get all that great attention that comes with being trans. How about that? Because you make it look so empowering and self-affirming, and you make it look like it's some big fucking party and some big picnic. Maybe that's fucking why. Maybe that's why some kids would think that it's cool to be trans. And not to mention other reasons like parental neglect. Like they try to get their parents' attention by saying, oh, I want to be a boy, mom. Or I want to be a girl, mom. Like, it fucking happens. It will fucking happen because being trans is becoming more normal and people are portraying it in only one way as being, like I said, being empowering. You think kids aren't going to look at that and be like, oh, that's the easiest way to get attention. That's the easiest way to get someone to look at me and give me popularity. Because I bet you there are no fucking trans people in a high school that are unpopular. I mean, maybe one or two. It depends on the ratio, but depends on how many trans students are in that school. But I'll bet fucking money there aren't any unpopular trans people in high schools. Or in middle school. Well, maybe in middle schools because it's a little more immaturity than there. But in high schools, I fucking bet money there is no such thing as an unpopular trans person. They always got at least a good sizable clique of friends. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go now. Oh, Miss J. Dew says, I think that doctor's last name was Money. Oh, you mean that doctor who forced those two twin boys to perform sex acts because he was doing, fucked up gender experiments on them? Yeah. Yeah, that was fucked up. That fucking story upsets me every time someone mentions it. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna let y'all go. I think we're gonna end the stream there because my computer is wigging out. Fucking internet is wigging out, and I don't want to keep talking and keep you guys going in and out of the stream, in and out. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the night. There's still some fucking articles I haven't touched on, 2 articles I think I haven't talked about, but that's cool. So I want to thank you guys for hanging in there. in spite of the problems. I want to thank everyone who sent a super chat and left a cool comment or a funny comment. Thanks to all you guys. You guys are great. The real fucking MVP. Thanks for tuning in. We've been here for a good 2.5 hours. That's pretty good. But yeah, good night. I gotta fix this fucking computer. I think I have to restart it anyway. I think I saw like an updates notification earlier anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna knock it out here. I got some business with this computer to handle. So goodbye. Have a good night. Love you guys. And I'll see you for Night of Cringe number 15. Don't know when yet exactly. I'll get back to you on that. I like to stockpile my cringe and then release it. But yeah, bye. See you guys later.